Evening, Keepers of the Cash. Gary D, the casual comic guy here, and joining me just as every Thursday, my good buddy Digger Jim. Jim, what's up tonight, sir?
Man, I got a fresh cut.
Whoa.
Yeah, like shit is tight now.
I see I look like your J-Lo's shining tonight.
Yeah. No hat tonight.
Whoa.
Dig it.
Plus 10 studliness.
I couldn't. You know, my wife feels it all the time when I come back with that high and tight.
Well, he already admitted he was intimidated by Bleak, so he was trying to spiff
by Bleak. So I got to do everything I can.
Snap.
I mean, this is a sexy motherfucker over here, right?
So usually on Thursday nights, it's me and Jim, and we're not very classy, but we decided to class the place up with another co-host tonight, and that's Katie, K-pop junkie. How you doing tonight, Katie?
Lovely.
Miserably. Classing it up and you K-pop? Come on now.
And then, of course,
boom,
the man of the hour, Bleeker himself, back for a third time on the channel. And he's got some stuff out, so it'll probably be a fourth time before we know it because we're going to keep bothering him. But Bleak, welcome back on, man. It's great to have you.
It's good to be here. I am in the presence of a published writer. That's pretty impressive. So congratulations, Gary D.
Oh, thanks, man.
You're like, who's
I appreciate it.
Don't be fucking modest now. Don't fucking be modest now, motherfucker.
That's right.
Well, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Go fucking buy that book, people. We got books for sale.
Right, the link is in the description with everybody else's stuff.
Yeah, man. Fuck yeah.
Get the need.
The
need.
Yeah, man. Enjoy the read of the need.
Yeah. Oh, you read it too, Bleak?
I haven't yet. No, it's
Okay.
I'm ordering it up, so I will be buying that shit pretty soon.
Oh, damn. Well, you got to let me know what you think.
I will. I'm sure it's dirty and gross and wonderful. All my favorite stuff.
It's all that and a little bit more. Yep.
See? Perfect.
All right, but without further ado, this is about you, not me. So why don't you tell everyone in a quick 2 minutes who you are, what your channel's about, what other channels they can find you on. They can find you on The Hunt. They can find you as part of Insomniac Nation. So let the people know about Bleak.
Cool, man. I don't know, bro. It's pretty easy going. I have a channel, Bleeker Street Comics. We do Sunday with Bleeker and family. K-pop is a part of that family. We've got Biggie Shaq. I'm on his channel once in a while. We do the Collector Club there every other Friday. We do The Hunt every other Friday. Tony Sanders. I just sort of kick around, man. I try to be cool. I try to have a safe space for everybody to gather on a Sunday if they enjoy that sort of thing. And we just talk shit, talk comics, talk pop culture. It's nothing.
1 day, 1 week, I will have a Sunday off and be able to join in.
Everybody's welcome, honestly. I don't
work twice on Sundays. Can you believe it? At the same job.
Dude, I work twice on Sundays as well. It's annoying.
It's like almost depressing.
It really is. I'm like, I'm done work. I gotta go to work. Fuck. It really sucks, actually.
Right? I get out, I'm like, I'll go home. I'll sleep for a couple hours. I gotta go back.
Yeah. It's usually I get to go home because I work at the flea market on Sundays. I have a flea market booth. I sell comic books.
Nice.
I also do a Wicked auction once a month. So we try not to fucking inundate people with sale after sale, but we do a once a month auction, myself and Hoodat. We have K-pop as the best moderator on the fucking planet. Chris, Boston Chris is there most of the time. And it's just like a fun auction, nothing crazy. We try to, we've got, obviously there's rules, regular auction rules, but it's really chill. So come hang out there if you want. That's all.
So I got to ask you before we say hi to the chat.
Sure.
With that mustache and little piece here, when are you going to cosplay Zorro?
That's
a Zorro ass mustache if I've ever seen one.
You look like a man with 6 fingers. You killed my father.
His name is Inigo Montoya. Dude, I watched that movie so many times I can't even tell you what the count is. Like,
that's me and Stein.
That's the most quotable movie in the history of movies.
Yeah. That is fair.
All right. That and I think second for me for most quotable would be History of the World Part 1 by Mel Brooks.
Oh, I like that one a lot, actually. That's a really good movie.
That's my
quotable. I don't know. So I married an axe murderer. I seem to quote a lot.
That's a good one.
And I don't know. There's some good quotable movies, but yeah, that seems to be one that I quote an awful lot.
That's funny.
All right, let's say hi to our chat. We got first in, as always, our good friend James. James, good evening, sir. Nice to see you, Las Cruces. One of my all-time favorite people, Jerry the Jitterbug. Thank you so much for being here, Jerry. Always appreciate seeing you, buddy. Paul from Psychedelic Comics. Good evening, sir. Great to see you. Tony from the Comiverse. Good evening, Tony. Mr. Steve White, who you can catch here every Tuesday as a co-host. The guy who just got the fresh dew, Mr. Digger Jim. And we have another one of my favorite people here, Joe from Anachronic Comics. Good evening, Joe.
I'm back in New York.
And I just had the pleasure of meeting this guy in person in Pennsylvania, and he was 100% awesome. Mr. Milt Miller. How you doing, Milt? Nice to see you.
Nice.
And another great artist in our community, and I hear he's got a sense of humor, Drac.
He is good, and
Adrian,
he's
nice to see
great
you.
sense of humor. Love Drac.
Right? And
Hilarious.
Lady Fantastic herself. Good evening, Caroline. Great to see you. Thank you so much for being here.
Lady F. Nice.
Yep. And you know, the first time I ever saw her was actually on that little takeable penis skit on Whack Comics. I hadn't heard of her before then. And of course, Marcus, who we shouted him out Tuesday night. I think it helped a little bit. He is now over 900 subs, guys. So congratulations to Marcus.
Awesome.
Good job,
dude.
Marcus.
So
Awesome.
great job. Now we just got to get him to 1,000. Mr. Cali Comics, who you can also catch on the hunt with
One of my faves. One of my faves, bro. I love Callie. He's a good dude.
Yep, and yeah, he might have a little obsession with a mutant.
Yeah.
You never know. Yeah. Mr. Tate Prime, good to see you. Brad, good evening, sir. Nice to see you as well. All right. Oh, and Mr. Cliff on Comics. Got some stuff planned with him and John, which is going to be a lot of fun. You guys will see that in the future. And we got Mr. Chuck Hensey. Good evening, sir. Nice to see you. We're not giving any spoilers out because we do not want our ideas stolen or copied. Let's see. And W. Voggs, great to see you. Thank you for coming in.
Dogs.
And we are filling up here.
Yeah, Ryan, get your ass to church. Ryan,
right?
I see you.
Jackson Roy Kirk. Good evening, sir. Nice to see you, buddy. All right, and then we got Kevin from Entropy and Comics. Good evening, sir. Nice to see you.
Kevin's a good dude, man. I like Kevin.
Yeah.
And Ronnie Boy Comics. How you doing tonight, sir? Great. I think it's morning where he's at.
Right.
Thank you so much for being here. He's waking up. We're going to sleep. We have Mr. Brian LCS. Good evening, Brian. Nice to see you.
He's got a Kickstarter going right now. Go check it out.
He's almost there.
23 Munch. Good to see you. How you doing tonight? And Manny the Hobgoblin Collector. Good evening, sir. Nice to see you. He's been pumping out some good art lately and showing off some great books.
I don't know Manny too
And
well,
Mr.
but I
Ryan
love
Riley.
Manny. Your name's awesome.
How you doing tonight, Ryan? Nice to see you, sir. And I think we are caught up with the chat. So for the remainder of the show, I will just give them a tip of the hat, anyone who's joining us, because right now it's all about you, Bleak. Just you, man. So what have you got? Let's start out with the first book.
All right. Well, just because I had it laying around and I love the series and the artist, very controversial now, but whatever. We'll go with a little Red Room action.
Well, there you go.
A little Ed Pisker. I don't know everybody's feelings on him. I don't know guilt or not guilt, but I really love this series, and I love the fact that they did the EC homage.
You just grabbed that one because it had undies on it.
Actually, it's mostly I almost grab anything that has an EC homage cover to it. Like if it looks like Tales from the Crypt, I'm like, whoop, yoink, that's me.
Right?
Yeah, and if it has this on it, I'll almost always grab it. It doesn't even matter what the hell it is, but this happens to be something I love, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah, I love that kind of trade dress on it too. Like I'm a sucker for that kind of trade dress.
Same.
And
the fact
just
that
the way they had like the little head balloons.
The fact that
Right.
his art reminds me so much of that 70s underground style in this book, that's not always his style of art, but the fact that reminds me of Robert Crumb and all the stuff that I really love. So I'm very sad that he has departed, man. That sucks. And now I don't get any cool comic books anymore, Ed. Jerk.
And all that indie stuff has been popping the last year.
Yeah.
Really
People are finally recognizing it, and then that stuff's going up in price.
Yeah, a lot of indie stuff's going up in price. Everybody's trying to catch the Walking Dead wave and the what's the other one that's gotten
like Invincible and everything else.
Yeah, those, like, if you can catch lightning in a bottle once or twice. I don't know if it's going to work for every indie they have out there.
No, but the stories in indies have gotten a lot better.
That's what I like about indies is the stories they write. The writing's just more adult, right?
Right.
And I happen to be an adult, oddly enough.
Right. And just with the Ed Piskor thing, the perils of pressure from social media, right? Like you can't let social media get you. You just can't. I know it's easier to say it than to not let it get you, but
it's much easier to say it when you don't have.
It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, he's right. He everything that he had got taken away in a heartbeat, and it was immediate. He did it. I don't know if he did it. He may be guilty for all I know. I'm not sure, but there was no holy shit. There's just no forgiveness there, and they just took everything away from him. And that's got to be difficult for somebody who loves to do comics and can't do it anymore. That would suck, man. Right. Can you imagine?
Well, we've seen it with a lot of actors, and now we've finally seen it happen in the comic community.
Right.
That's really sad, bro.
Yeah, just like now too. Like you can't have a tweet from like 20 years ago, and that's still venom against you for some reason.
Holy smokes! Yeah,
like you can't grow as a person in 20 years.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I really hope that when I die, I'm not judged on the worst things that I've done when I was 14 or 13 or 15 or even 20. You know what I mean? Like, you grow so much over time. Your thought processes definitely change. I hope I'm not judged on that nonsense.
Yeah. I read an article.
I see him.
I read an article where one of the guys that was in the NFL draft literally got drafted way further, and he's a quarterback simply for something that he did. He did a biography, the Friday Night Lights movie. Well, the guy that Tom Berg or something like that. He directed Friday Night Lights, and he did a documentary of this school in Arizona. And this guy was the quarterback as a senior, he's a senior. He's like 17 or whatever, and he's QB1, and he's got this attitude, and he's telling people all these things on this, and here he is. Flash forward now he's 5 years later. He's out of college. He's getting drafted. And they go back and look at that and worry about his attitude.
Yeah. Well,
in 5 years, you don't think he's grown from you're supposed to grow during that time a little bit.
Especially in football. I don't really have a lot of faith that kids are growing between 17 and 20.
He's been.
I think kids become adults like 35. I'm absolutely, I think kids hit at like more adult ages at later stages now. Everybody lives with their parents till they're 40. It's weird.
And everybody that comes on my channel is doing something stupid just by spending time with me. So
get out of here. I feel pretty privileged and honored to spend time with you. Actually, you're an awesome dude. And you have
number 2, sir.
Yeah. Number 2. All right, I'll give you a number 2. How about we do Eerie?
I'll drop here, dude. Don't you worry.
Eerie number 6. This is a cover by Steve Ditko, and it's beautiful. And you just don't see this kind of art from Steve Ditko because, he draws comic books.
But wow.
Nice.
I would never guess that was Ditko.
Exactly.
Never. And not in a million years.
Awesome.
When you see something like that, you're just like, I love, there's artists that don't just, like, they do other things than the comic books. And to see this, like, from that is just amazing, man. So.
And I've seen some of his horror stuff, and it's really good.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Like I think it's way better than his superhero work.
Yeah,
Well,
that looks
it's
great.
so much more detailed and
Yeah,
refined. I don't know. It's just awesome. It's painted.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful.
I would have never guessed.
And that was the great thing too, Bleak, about those old magazines, is you had all these artists that are only known to the public today as superhero artists that were doing their own stories. But like even Neil Adams did like some stuff in like Unknown and
Right.
Epic and just doing their own stories. They're just offbeat ones, which are great.
Well, there's a lot of artists that cut their teeth in these kinds of magazines. We got heavy metal. A lot of artists went there, cut their teeth there. A lot of artists. There's another one I was thinking of, and it just slipped my mind like that because I smoke pot.
Yeah, Milt said he never saw that one.
Yeah, that's awesome,
But,
bro.
yeah, that's nice. Yeah, hold it up one more time for us, Bleak. Just give them one more look at it, buddy.
This
Because
is
that is a spectacular cover.
New Terror in the creepy tradition, Eerie number 6.
And the problem with Erie now is people have caught on to it, and now they're like $20 a back issue.
Oh yeah.
This I paid $75 for, but it is it's like a 9.2. Like it's a really, really, really high grade Eerie. Usually these are in really garbage conditions, so you don't.
Right.
Find,
They get beat up. Yeah.
yeah, and
That's
the
clean.
fact that it's early Ditko work, I was like, yeah, I'm all in. I'll take it.
Right? A couple
Cam?
different things banging on that one.
Yeah, I got it at the con last year, so I'm looking forward to seeing if I can
Right.
find something else cool like that.
You got them saying that they never would have guessed Ditko on that.
No
Wow,
way.
especially
Yeah.
on the Erie.
Yeah, exactly. It's just weird to see it, right? And
But
well,
he even did some odd stuff though with like Atlas Seaboard, which was a little bit different for him when he was doing comics over there. A couple of the
Oh,
issues.
yeah.
We got Naman. Good evening, sir.
And-
I
Yeah. Now I'm saying and the guest.
like you don't know me now.
Wow, dang, no, man.
Fucking
Throwing a little shade your way, huh?
no,
Swear.
that's all right. I'm
Wow.
loud and obnoxious. You're a d-bag. No.
You know what? You know what it is? He's so jealous of the mustache that
Yeah, he can't.
he can't. Yeah, he's all upset about it.
All right, Naman, it's all right.
Someone did request that in the chat, by the way. Every
Yes.
single time that you showed the book, you have to do the evil twirl. Yeah,
Twirl.
yeah.
So
Right. Hey, number 3, Bleak.
number 3. All right, let's go. I'm gonna do a double shot for number 3.
Oh my!
Right.
That's against the rules. What are you talking about?
It is nothing.
There's no rules.
Oh yeah, I love those Alien Worlds. It's great.
Yeah, so these are
So double
both
Dave Stevens, huh?
Yeah, they're both Dave Stevens covers. So there's some beautiful
Those are awesome.
work.
Alien. I never got to read Vanguard, but Alien Worlds is so underrated. There are some great anthology stories in those books.
I buy Stevens for simply the covers. I don't read a lot. I've read this. This is great, but
Yeah, Alien Worlds is.
I didn't read Vanguard, but I own it because it's Dave Stevens, and I
Oh, it's so good.
thought
I
it was.
really like his covers.
I really space chicks with like cool laser blasters and stuff. I don't know, man. If they had like bubble helmets like this one, I'd be all over it. Like, yes, give me the bubble helmet.
And I got the other one that he had in that series, the one with the weird creature in front of her where she's going through.
Nice. And I also like, obviously, what is it? The planets one. That shit's fucking dope.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I love when they showed like spaceships and stuff like that. That's my favorite. Yeah.
Those are my
now-
Dave Stevens. Yeah.
Well, that and it's just like there's something going on in the scene on the cover. You know, it's just
Yeah.
not a portrait.
Yeah.
There's actually
you don't
something
get that
pertains
anymore.
to inside the issue.
Yeah, I can't stand comic books now for that. Like, don't get me wrong. The art is beautiful on the outside, but like, let's fucking get a new comic book. Where's a new comic book? Let's show how.
Brian, yeah. Brian said you're looking very Antonio Banderas, and then also Nam says, "Sorry, dude, I didn't recognize the stash." He's had it for like. How can you not recognize it? You better stream with him 100 times with this stash.
And even though I love this book, there's your covers nowadays.
Yeah.
That's actually
The
good.
Hero
That's
Gasm issue.
good. Yeah, even though I love that book, you don't get any action.
No.
No.
Look at what is it? Journey into Mystery. The first Thor. There's so much action on that cover. Like even though it's shitty
Oh
action,
yeah.
the hammers. I'm not sure how that
That's
hammer
the
works,
best.
but you know it's.
You know what I
awesome.
just set out to get graded is Planet of Vampires.
Oh,
A
Ooh.
lot of action on that cover.
I dig it. I dig that. That's
Hot vampire action. Now we're talking.
Cool. Yeah, man. I dig.
No,
hot
not
vampire.
even. Well, it's great. It's just a great sci-fi cover. Neil Adams inks on it, but it's I think Pat Project did the art. But that cover is amazing. I got a 7.5 of it, plus another raw copy, plus one at CGC that I'm hoping is a 9.8.
Whoa. Nice.
9.8 would be nice. 9.8 would
Yeah.
be nice.
And Boggs is saying he's coming back to church soon.
Yeah, man.
He's got some confessions to make.
Yeah.
Backsliding sinner. What are you doing, Vox?
Well, he was coveting your mustache, so he hasn't been back.
I dig it. I dig it.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Ben? Nice to see you, sir.
Yeah,
speaking
sorry, Ryan, or what is it? I didn't read the Vanguard, buddy. I just didn't read it. I only bought it. It's true.
Have you seen any Funeral Wonder Woman? Really? I don't know about that one,
No.
Cliff. You'll have to fill me in.
I don't do a lot of new comics anymore. I usually just buy like back issues nowadays. But
But why would somebody be upset about a funeral cover?
I know that people are upset about who is it? Frank Miller's death, not Scrooge McDuck fucking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Well, that's, yeah, 'cause it's terrible.
Because it's awful.
I didn't see that. I didn't see the Frank Miller Scrooge.
Oh,
McDuck.
Yeah, it's not.
It's yeah.
Now, is it as bad as the Wolverine one?
No,
No.
I would say it's more
No.
like somebody looks like they started out doing digital art for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks
more
really
like
bad.
that. Yeah.
It's not great.
I'm not loving any of the John Romita Jr. work in Spider-Man. Not really.
Well, that last Daredevil cover he put out was horrid.
Yeah. And just
That's too bad. That sucks,
I just
man.
think that somebody owes him or he's got blackmail because I don't know why they continue to let him do these covers and I don't know.
No, I was just trying to butter you up because I couldn't recognize you earlier.
Brother.
Oh,
what's
extremely
happening.
dash.
He drew.
Oh,
Really
yeah.
dashing. Vying for a CBC.
I know. Look at him. Yeah.
What? Best hair, best facial hair award? I don't know what you're talking about.
Your hair is tied back. You can't even
I
see
don't know what
it.
you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. All right. Let's get to the next
Number
one.
4. Number 4. We're
Number
off the
4.
rails.
Because we got a kick in here, and I got this actually off of Cali Comics,
Oh, nice.
and that is first appearance of He-Man and Skeletor.
You know, I've never actually seen that book in person.
Yeah, I mean,
Is it that hard to find?
I've never seen it just in the wild.
yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
I've never come across it in the wild.
No. So I bought it for a really good price, and it's in great I don't need it in mint condition, but it's in quite good condition for it fits my purposes. I got the first appearance of He-Man and
Nice.
Skeletor in comics, and I love He-Man.
Skeletor's hot. Let's go.
Although He-Man did have friends named Ram Man and Fisto. Not sure.
He did.
Not so sure about that, He-Man.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, you know, what happens
Someone
on Eternia
has to.
stays on Eternia, okay?
That's it. That's it, man. There's no telling what happens on Eternia.
Right? They live with no regret. No regret.
No regrets. No regrets.
No regrets. All right, number 5, please.
Number 5. All right. What do we got?
Now, well, are you a big He-Man fan though? Is that why you got that?
Yeah, I love He-Man. Yeah, I'm all things 80s comics, 80s cartoons. I love He-Man,
Yeah.
bro.
He-Man is the entire reason he has beef with Kevin Smith.
Yeah. Kevin Smith can go suck it.
Well, you know, Bleak. I was never a big fan of the cartoon of He-Man.
Okay.
I always thought it was kind of like a watered down Conan.
Yeah.
But what I am a fan of are the comics.
Oh,
So
you
I
got
got this. I got this. This is all the mini comics for like the first 20
yeah,
years.
I know what they are. I know. That's awesome, bro.
So like these, I'm a fan of the comics and stuff. Yeah, but like
Yeah.
of the show, I was like,
that's where I started. I started at the show, but the comics are much better.
And I think it's funny that him and Superman are on the same cover because they both have the worst disguise in fiction.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's like fucking Clark Kent, for Christ's sake. What? We don't notice you because of your glasses? Get out of here.
My buddy Beer Can Eddie also went by Ram Man and Pistol, depending on. Nice.
You called him Beer Can Eddie, and he needed another nickname.
Oh my
Wow.
god!
Jeez, get your beer can away from me, bro.
Wow. Spicy
All right,
content.
that's cool. All right, I'm sorry. We're going with number
No.
5.
No,
after
that's
He-Man.
okay. That is okay. We got number 5. Is that what we're on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
number 5.
Oh
Oh,
wow! There
Little
you
banger
go.
action. Little banger action.
That looks
We got
pretty
one of those
clean
in our
too.
comic shop right now on the rack.
Oh yeah, this is clean. It's going to the CGC probably in a couple weeks.
Ooh, nice.
So,
Now do you clean your own stuff and
I press and clean comics. Again, I don't really talk too much about that online because most people that I'm talking to are from the States or from the US.
sure.
And there's honestly, when you're cleaning and pressing comic books, try and find a local person.
Oh
or
yeah.
someone you can drive to at least, because like you'd have to really make it worth it to mail 10 or 20 comics to me. It'd have to really be worth it for you to press.
Right. Like my guy, the guy that I have pressed mine lives like maybe 5 miles away from me.
Exactly, right? Always try and find a local person. I would never
I just
trust
tell them I'm
CGC to press
dropping
your
some off at the shop for you. They're in your folder.
comic. Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't trust CGC to press your comic books.
No, gosh, no.
Ever. I mean, ever.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's
Oh, no, I would never pay for them. So
That's
is
the
this your
first
first copy that you're sending out of this, or?
Yeah, this is my first one that I'm sending out. This is my first one that I've ever had of this, and it's in really, really nice shape. It's the first solo Captain America.
You know, that is a great.
I didn't think about that.
observation, TJ.
I didn't think about that.
Oh,
No, that's a fact. I like V for Vendetta. It's actually one of my favorite comic books. I have the whole
Yeah.
series right in this box beside me, CJ. So back off.
Oh, dang, CJ.
That was his version of a compliment.
CJ,
Yeah.
where you been, buddy?
now, was that on your grail list for the year, Bleak?
No, it just came into my lap, and I was like, "Yes, please, I will take that." I got it for $300. So
Wow, that's a steal.
It's,
Nice.
it's probably a 6.5, maybe a little better, but I'm pretty harsh on my grades, but yeah, maybe a 6.5. I don't know. It's a nice comic. It's really good.
Nice.
First
Well,
solo
good.
Captain America, all that shit.
Yeah.
I hope CGC doesn't drop it on you.
Oh,
Yeah, hope not. That was terrible.
they have a really expensive comic there of mine right now. If they drop it, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind.
Well, and sending those out, that's quite the thing because you have to pay extra for those.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that.
Not,
So,
not,
I mean,
like, not a ton extra, but extra enough. Extra is extra enough.
right. Oh, and Cliff wants to hear all about your lap.
Oh,
Oh,
Chris, Cliff watched last week's stream. I think I gave everyone a crotch shot. So
something for everyone in that show.
Right?
Want to know about my
Number
life?
6 week.
They locked me in a basement every so often. I escape from the window. Nice. Come on, you tell me more. Jesus, Louises.
I know.
This
I
crowd
think
is crazy.
Cliff over there with a little bit of
Listen,
what does Jimmy call it?
I think the mustache is
radiant.
sexing everybody up. Is what's
The
going
mustache is
Mustache
sexing
is
everybody
sexing
up.
everyone
I
up.
mean,
You guys gotta.
they can't handle this. Between your thumbnail picture and the stash now, they can't handle this. I swear.
It's true.
And Tate
Oh.
saying CGC can suck it. Paraphrasing what Bleak said about Kevin Smith.
Nice.
You know,
Nice.
word has it Kevin Smith still has a soft spot for Bleak, though.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, he might. If he can get back to being Kevin Smith of old,
I mean, has he seen you with your new mustache yet?
That's just
true.
true.
He has
Yeah,
a-
that's
a good
true.
point.
You're gonna see the mustache and be
What did I
mesmerized and
just
totally
come
fix
into?
He-Man for you. I know.
Right? I
I
mean,
bought
he made up with Bruce Willis. He can make up with you now.
That's true. That's true. Well, it's not hard to make up with Bruce Willis. Bruce
Yeah, I
Willis.
was just saying he won't
Can't
remember it for
remember
5
it.
minutes. 5 minutes, he's not gonna even remember you were there. So,
Although he did have a breakthrough recently. An actor came and or I can't remember the name, the actor that came in, but obviously they're very good friends. And
yeah,
his wife explained that he really came out of his shell and like recognized him and did all sorts of things. So,
Oh, that's nice.
Good.
yeah, I enjoy good stories like that. You know, Bruce Willis is a wanker. He's fucking shite actor, but he's still really awesome.
Oh damn!
It's Bruce Willis, man.
Right. All right. Number 6, buddy.
Number 6, we'll go with another. I bought this off Cali a while back now, probably last year.
wow.
Oh, great cover.
But this is in dynamite shape. This is also going to CGC very shortly.
Very nice.
You know, back then the hammer was so prominent on the Thor covers.
Yeah.
The hammer was it, man. That gave you all your action, like a lot of action with the Thor hammer.
And I miss them drawing like the motion stuff with the hammer, like the motion things.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
He'd spin it and
That's
everything.
cool.
My favorite,
Right.
my ultimate grail is the first appearance of Thor. So I can't afford that, so I get the other Thor books that are cool. I do like Thor, a lot of Thor, a lot of I don't know, anything with a barbarian in it. I'm pretty happy with. Conan I was fond of Conan when I was a kid. A lot of tits and ass.
Fondled Conan. What?
That's true. I could have done that too. That would have been fine.
Well, I mean, do you read these too, Bleak? The Vampirus Carmilla and the Shutters that are out now?
I haven't read them yet. No, that looks like a Frank Frazetta cover. Is that just a reprint?
Oh, no. They're reusing the covers. Definitely, this is the one of his paintings, Venus something. I forgot.
Yeah,
the
that's
name
definitely a Frazetta. There it is.
But I mean, if you know, they're good stories and they have the art you want.
I like it. That's cool.
But it's good horror. It's like in the eerie and EC tradition. That so the Vampirus one is femme fatale stories, and the Shutter one is just horror stories, and they're both great.
Very cool. Are they magazine sized? I would imagine.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Like this one is issue 21. So I've been collecting this since issue 1.
Nice.
But they're great. They feel just like the old horror magazines. You're reading them, they're written like it, they feel like it, they have ads like it. It's fun.
The one series I do that with, because I don't really collect a lot of reprints, but the one series I do that with is the Tales from the Crypt from the 90s. Anytime I see one of those, I'm like, oh, scoop that up. And they're expensive now. It's ridiculous. Oh, yeah. $15 a book. Get the hell out of here with your $15 reprints. Get out of here.
Right.
Comic book shop owners, you're crazy.
Feels like a bag.
He's all about
40-year-old virgin over here. Oh, man, that movie's old now. I can't believe how old that movie is now.
It's almost a 40-year-old virgin itself.
Right.
It's crazy.
Dude, so I got before we get to book 7, I got depressed last week because they announced the 40th anniversary of the Never Ending Story, which I saw in the theater. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I didn't see it in the theater, but I do remember seeing it at home, and man, that shit was amazing.
A long time ago.
That was amazing. Love that. And it's one movie I'm really shocked they haven't remade that of all movies that they're remaking. Right. I'm so shocked they haven't tried to destroy that one yet.
I think they are.
I saw that as a double bill. It was Legend was first and Never Ending Story was second.
That's a good combo.
I'm shocked they haven't done that either. Really, honestly,
they can't do Legend. Tim Curry is so hot that there's no way they can redo that movie. No, nobody will ever hold up to that darkness. No,
that's fair.
Devil, yeah.
I do like me some Tim Curry. That's true.
Yeah. They are remaking Never Ending Stories. What I heard.
They are. It took them this long to do that.
Shit. Yeah.
Marcus, Flight of the Navigator should be remade, and they could also have the same Twisted Sister cameo in it, because dude be looking exactly the same.
Same.
Nice.
Oh,
Flight
God.
of the
Number
Navigator?
7, buddy.
I'm surprised. I watched my school. They fucking like I was in public school and they made us watch that like all in the gym. We watched Flight of the Navigator. It's like a big
I
deal.
don't know if I remember. I know I saw it, but I don't really remember that one.
It was a big deal for some reason in Niagara on the Lake. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. We all stopped to watch this stupid fucking movie. It's a great movie and I love the movie, but like really, we all
I
stopped.
watched it anytime it came on TV. I had to watch it when I was little. It was weird.
Why did we stop school for that? It made no sense.
I don't know.
When I was a kid, you know what was on TV all the time? You couldn't turn it on without seeing it. Was Beastmaster.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Beastmaster's fantastic. They even did the TV series for Beastmaster, was great.
Oh yeah, I love Beastmaster. And that's you know, in Beastmaster you discover Tanya Roberts. And you're like, oh, Tanya
yeah.
Roberts, how you doing?
She moved
But,
on to Sheena.
Yeah, but you love that was it was so much fun. Like it was so clearly its own thing, and with the you know you love the little
Ferrets.
no I can't think ferrets.
Yeah.
And I love that. I love that movie. And it was a dark little film too. And I remember when I was young too, like the bat creatures used to like creep me out a little bit.
So many good dark movies from when we were kids, to be honest. There was like some of the cartooning from when we were young, like I don't know, The Hobbit. That was a creepy cartoon. You know, you've got The Last Unicorn, shit like that. It all had like even some of the Disney stuff was really creepy. Like, you know.
Dude.
Oh, it was.
That story was terrifying. Like everybody trauma.
that Phantasm, the whatever,
yeah,
Fantasia or whatever that was.
Fantasia,
That was a freaky. There was some freaky shit there, man. When I was little, I was like, "What the fuck?"
Terrible.
There was what was it? Oh, gosh, I'm trying to remember it too. It was good back then. I had Matthew Broderick in it, and
War Games.
Gosh. Not War Games.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah, Ferris Bueller.
No, I saw that in the theater too. No, it had what's it? She played Catwoman. Michelle Pfeiffer in it.
God, was he like a kid?
Poltergeist.
Lady Hawk.
Lady Hawk.
Oh,
yeah, with Rutger Hauer.
Sean Connery.
Yeah.
Lady Hawk. Oh my God. That's going
Rutger
back.
Hauer was so hot. He was so good. I love that.
Going back.
I liked his movie back then too. He was really good.
Yeah.
And that the blood in the sand one or whatever, that one was a great one with him.
Yeah. That was good.
We're getting way off track though.
That's all right.
Poltergeist,
That's fine.
PG film. Yeah. As long as they're thematically they're gore, they don't have to have gore to scare you. Just like most John Carpenter movies, there's no blood. Like there's no blood in Halloween. There's no blood in The Fog. It's just all thematic.
It's the suspense, man. Dun dun dun.
Right?
Yeah, these guys in chat are just getting so turned on by Bleak here. They're forgetting that, you know, a lot of this stuff has been here forever, but they're loving it.
There you go.
Dun dun.
Now he's bringing out the Star Wars.
Well, Star Wars is my favorite, and
gotta.
I got this for I don't know, like less than $1.
Nice.
So I'm pretty happy.
Marcus, you're wrong. The Fog by John Carpenter is great. The remake is terrible.
Yeah.
But keep holding that up. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take away from your Star Wars.
You're good, buddy. You're good.
You gotta show off the Star Wars a little longer, you know?
Right.
Get all up in there.
Oh, that's just a great cover. And that just got homaged in Edge of the Spider-Verse, too.
It's a lot of Star Wars. A lot. Lots of Star Wars, but yeah.
Now, are you also a Star Trek fan, or are you one of the one or the other guys, or you like them both?
I do not hate Star Trek. I actually really love Star Trek, but it's not something I collect per se. It's not like I don't go out collecting it, but I do like Star Trek. I like the universe. I think it's a good universe. I wish we had a universe a little more similar, to be honest.
And I actually like I thought the newer Star Trek movies were really good too.
They cast those.
Those were great.
Except for the third one, but the first two were really, really good.
I really liked the third one.
Did you? I found it. I was like, what? I was like, what happened?
That's the one with Sophia Boutella as the alien creature,
Oh,
right?
she was hot.
I liked her a lot. Yeah,
she was hot.
Her makeup
I
looked
really
great
liked
too.
that one, and I like 2 as well. And I don't know, everyone had different opinions, but I loved them. I loved all 3.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But I didn't like.
I know, right? That's
third
why
one.
I do that all the time, Callie. We get off topic, and then I'll go on another tangent. We're all about the tangents on this show.
Picard is my
Okay.
guy.
Entitled, you're entitled. And of
Right.
course, I'll show.
No one will argue that Picard's a good captain. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. That actually, speaking of that, you can get that comic in dollar bins still to this day. By the way, all the first appearances of Picard and all of that. It's like it's the Next Generation one. It's a cheap comic book, man.
Yeah.
And it has value. It has literally every one of their first appearances in it.
Right.
And go get it signed by any of the actors. Jeez Louise.
And I also like Carl Urban as Bones was fantastic.
Yeah.
No one could replace. And then he just comes on and nails it.
Can we just give it up for Urban? Actually, can we give it up for that guy?
Oh,
He's
yeah.
done some awesome shit, bro. He's
Whatever he's in, he becomes that character. It's amazing. I
Right.
love that
Always.
movie that nobody watched of his, Pathfinder. I love that movie.
I don't think I actually watched it.
Pathfinder? I love Pathfinder.
Yeah, that's a
That's
great
a lot.
movie.
It is. It
You
really
like
is.
it, Blake? He's very barbaric in it. Oh, there you go. Avengers Annual 10.
Yeah, and that's signed by Claremont and Golden. He's in there somewhere.
Look at you rub that in. Mine's not signed.
Well, mine's signed twice. I got it signed for both of us. Don't worry.
Yeah, they couldn't resist his dashing looks and
Right?
they
That's.
just
I'm
like,
going to
got it.
dye my mustache and thin it out, and then
There you
maybe I'll
go.
get some.
There you go.
Yeah. So, but everybody hates this cover. I've never
I
hated
like
it.
it.
I never hated it. I don't understand why
Me
people hate
neither.
the shit out of this cover.
I like it a lot.
It's
I
just
thought Al
busy.
Milgrom
I
did a
think
great
it's
job
kind
on
of
it.
busy. I got
It's
mine.
busy,
I think
yeah.
mine is. I think that was like one of the. No, I don't know if that was the book I got signed by Al when I was at Baltimore. I don't know if it was that one or not.
I got a 9.0 of it, and I got a reader copy.
Yeah.
But I actually really like the cover.
I'm not
don't
mad at
ever-
the cover.
I don't
You could say 8810 and everyone's gonna go picture that cover. They know the cover. It's not a bad
I
cover.
like the
And
fact
they
that
talk
it's
like
that.
that was the only cover back then that did like captions.
Yeah.
That did panels. Tons of covers did panels. Nobody complains about those.
I actually like the panels. I like the observed square.
yeah.
Like I
Same
think
here, Kate. I like
think
panel
it's-
covers.
Yeah, me too.
I don't
It's
hate
very
it at all.
nostalgic. I like it.
It's shitty to fucking get a signature on it because you can't see the motherfucker. But it is a. I like the cover. I think it's a good cover.
And I like that comic for the wrong reason too. I'm not. I don't like it because of the first appearance of Rogue. I like it because at the beginning you have that great scene with Spider-Woman saving Carol Danvers,
All right. Yeah. Hey, why not? And
where she
that's-
swoops down and saves her from going into the water.
Water.
So it's just, I love that scene. I think it's a great one, and that starts their whole friendship, right? Because she saved her.
Yeah.
What else we got going on? How many is that? Was that 8, 9? That's
Oh, that was
Keep
8.
going.
Now you're on 9.
I'm at 9 now. Okay. Well,
Gosh, what's it take for this guy to focus? No, just
all
kidding.
right. All right.
None of us have been focused
Yes.
for a second.
He's too busy
Jumping
turning
off
on
the
all the
phone.
chat that he doesn't even bother paying attention to what he's got in front of him.
A
His
little
books.
Right?
vigilante action because the TV series was great, but this one was actually signed by Perez.
Oh,
Oh, see,
Ooh, there
now
you go.
that I'm super jealous of. I sent the books in, to CGC thinking I would, maybe get lucky before he passed. And it just didn't, I got them graded, but it just wasn't meant
Aw.
to
I
be.
was very
That's
lucky to
okay.
get this signed years ago now, but yeah, I'm thankful that I have something signed by him. So that's really
Yeah.
Now, are signatures something you still chase quite a bit?
Signatures depends on from who. I do like getting them, but like they have to be somebody that I love. Like I got Doug Bradley's signature because I love Hellraiser.
Mhm.
There's like
Older
things
Tintin.
like that, right? There's signatures I definitely want to get. I'm going to see Bisley, and I have Capullo's already, but I'll probably get another Capullo signature. There's definitely artists I love that I will be trying to get their signatures. Also,
So
I
in
sell,
the other
I
room,
sell
Lee?
comic books too, though. So like I'm gonna try and get them to sign stuff I want to sell too. So
Yeah.
In the other room, I have a picture, a black and white picture of Doug Bradley as Pinhead, and on it he wrote, "Gary, welcome to hell, Doug Bradley."
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's even personalized with a signature. It's so nice. It's like
I
one of
love
my
him.
favorite things I own.
Well, CBC just partnered with the JSA, so they are now verifying signatures. So
Yeah, I haven't decided if I'm going to use that or not. I have a lot of books over here that I've never even thought about sending them to CBCS just because I don't like the way it looks once they encapsulate it.
What? CBCS slabs are beautiful. I love CBCS slabs.
Well, not with the signature verification. I just don't like it as much. I mean, their slab in general, I've heard are like super sturdy, but
they are.
I have
their slabs are fantastic. And I just got that 9.9 back from them. It looks gorgeous.
I don't hate slabs, especially if it's a really great cover or something that is historical. Like I'm slabbing up that Cap 100. It's a really old book, and because it's in such a good grade, I want to keep it in that grade. And why wouldn't you know what I mean? It's been read. Yeah, I've read it. It's fine. It can go back, and now it can be put away, and I'll read it digitally.
And there's always reprints of that you can read if you want to read it again.
Yeah. I'll go get a True Believers or some bullshit.
And at least you know that won't degrade anymore.
I'll go buy a True Believers that are now selling for $3 a piece. Fucking assholes. What kind of fucking person sells a True Believers for $3? Get the fuck out of here. All right. I don't even know what number we're on.
Number 10.
We're on
number 10. Yeah.
All right. I don't know if I grabbed enough books. Oh, yeah, we did. That's fine.
What?
This one's awesome. Hey, I just got home from work.
Okay. All right.
This is the not for sale reprint. Not a reprint. Sorry. This was put out in the stores, not comic shops like Toys R Us or some bullshit. I can't remember which store.
Cool.
And it's really, really, really hard to find.
Very cool.
I've never seen it.
Yeah.
Neither have I.
Super hard to find. So
is that like the official Back to the Future comic then?
Yeah. And it's awesome.
You got to slab that one up.
Maybe it's pretty low grade. I know the chick that was the mom is going to be at my con this year, so maybe I'll get. I don't know if I want her to sign it though.
That's what her nameplate says too. Chick that was that mom.
Yeah, the chick was the chick that was the mom. You know the chick.
You mean Leah Thompson?
I'm gonna tell you something. Yeah. I am terrible with names. I can tell you things about them. I can tell you.
Chick.
Yeah. I can tell you all the things, but I'm fucking awful with names.
Perfect. I remember names. I don't remember.
Especially when I'm trying to think of it.
What they're from.
If I'm trying to think of it, I'll never remember it. That's a fact.
And of course, I mean, my favorite Leah Thompson will always be Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck. Yeah.
Yes, that's my favorite.
People hate on that movie. I still love the shit out of it.
I don't give a crap. That's the best movie of all time. Nobody says it's the best movie.
And I guess we'll go last one. Is this the last one? Yeah, I think it's.
This is your one with a personal story attached.
Oh.
So if you don't have one, make one up.
Yeah. Then you got to give us some spec love.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
why did this book inspire you to grow your mustache?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Zorro, number 12.
A good story.
I should have picked Zorro for that then.
Yeah.
I do have the first appearance of Zorro. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Nah, we're just going to do this because I love Todd McFarlane.
There are just levels of greatness, Chuck.
Todd McFarlane.
Yeah.
We got that.
Oh, and you got the full Todd on it?
Yeah, full Todd.
Full Todd, yeah.
Newsy, full Todd. That'll be getting sent to CBC JSA as well.
Nice.
There he is on the back. There he is. There's McFarlane. Well, you used to have to put where you saw them, and so you could reference it back because when you had to get it verified, it was helpful information for them.
Now, are you just a fan of Todd McFarlane, or do you actually like the character?
No, I love Todd McFarlane. I do love the character. Don't get me wrong; he was one of my favorites when I was a kid. But Todd McFarlane was the guy.
That's where it belongs, Matthew.
Todd McFarlane just was.
Oh, damn!
When I was a kid, Like he was a rock star, man. He he just changed everything. Yeah.
So we were having a discussion in the comic shop the other day, Bleak, about Todd McFarlane and Rob Liefeld. Because I'm like, I wonder what sold more, X-Force 1 or Spider-Man 1. It wasn't even close. It was X-Force 1.
No, get out of here. Get out of here.
I'm like, well, Rob Liefeld's always got, Google it.
It sold like 1 million copies or some crap. Yeah.
X-Force 1 destroyed when it came out.
All right.
Yeah.
And
how many people are going back to buy X-Force 1s versus Spider-Man?
No, they're not. But I mean, it's just
they're not
cool
buying them. They're in AOKs.
Yeah, they're all in AOKs now.
No, but I mean, it's a cool little piece of history because I would have thought it was the opposite. You know.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Oh, now Callie's got a good point. Is it printed? I mean, it's the difference between printed versus sold. They could have printed a million of them, but if they didn't sell them,
we looked it up.
That sure is. I don't know. I'll have to check it out.
But then
I would have said Spider-Man all day long. I would have.
But then I'm sure when Spawn, once they went to Image, I'm sure Spawn outsold the shit out of Youngblood. So
yeah.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched the Todd McFarlane documentary, go watch it. It's really good. It's inspiring. It'll inspire you. It inspired me to open a comic book shop. So
wow.
Yeah, well, Todd McFarlane's awesome.
I think he was like, out of all those guys that split off, I think he's the one that has most successfully built his own brand.
Yeah.
I mean, Liefeld, his properties have been licensed for a movie or whatever, but to build your own brand. And so, as a creator, as an artist, that's kind of what they were all trying to do.
Well, Todd McFarlane,
he went into toys, and toys is where the big
Todd
money
McFarlane was going to be a baseball player, got fucked over, decided he's going to be an artist. So he's in the major leagues, like he's getting drafted, and he's like, I can't because I fucked something up. Now he's going to be a major artist at this, and now he owns his own company, and then he starts a toy. Like the guy is, come on, you got to give it up to.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, that's out of all those guys that broke away, and then when they started Image. I think there were a handful of them, maybe 3, me and Liefeld, Jim Lee, and McFarlane, that all were, you could see that in entrepreneurial spirit, that they wanted to do their own thing and create a brand. And I think out of the 3 of them, he made the biggest impact. I think Jim Lee, just went on to, run stuff and he's big in the company, but that's not his own brand. That's, it's just different.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
And he also, what was Liefeld going to be? He was going to own an old-timey soda shop.
Well, Jim Lee, I mean,
I wouldn't want to work for Todd McFarlane. I think he's a real, I just don't like his persona. Like, I think it'd be hard to talk to. I don't know. He seems like an asshole, but that most people that are wealthy and that driven usually are.
Well, he's demanding, he has a certain thing he wants and he wants it then, and he expects everybody to be at his level.
That's exactly what I think. But he's also the most down to earth guy, man. Like he just owns a regular house.
I think he's the next natural ambassador for comics to take over Stan Lee's place.
That's a bold statement, but I wouldn't disagree. That's a bold one.
Yeah.
It depends, and this is a question that we could throw out here, but it will break away a little bit. But that next generation, that's that same next generation. They're looking at Miles to be their Spider-Man. It could Todd be their Stan Lee? That's the question. Do they even know who he is? I mean, so.
Sean boy.
Good question. Yeah. Also, a question. How did Spa #1 inspire you to grow your mustache, Bleak? We didn't hear that.
Well, he went down and he had to make a deal with the devil. And
you were the devil?
Here he is.
You're the devil of that. Okay.
After you make a deal with the devil, you got to have a twirly mustache.
Right, you got to have a little twirly mustache.
Yeah, you're supposed to be doing that per book, so you owe them at least 8 more twirls.
Listen, I'll twirl my pubes for you. Give me a second.
Listen, their chat is up for this, okay? Don't tease them with a good time and not provide, all right?
Fair.
So let's go with your spec pick, Bleak.
So this is actually a really good spec pick. It's not a super expensive book right now, but
those are the best spec picks. Like, you don't come on and bring a book that's already $3,000. It's already good spec.
But
you
it's also
good pop.
It's also not like this is a $2 book, and this is a real spec. Buy real spec books, people. Stop buying shitty books. So this is Avengers number 53. It's actually the first meeting of the Avengers and the X-Men. And that's why it's a spec, because they're going to meet at some point in time. MCU is still happening. They're starting to bring in X-Men now, sort of, I guess. But at some point, that's going to happen. So
yeah,
there you go. There's your spec.
And man, that last episode of X-Men 97 was so good.
I haven't watched it yet. Don't tell me.
Oh, all right, no spoilers then.
I usually watch all my shows on Saturday when I'm like.
But the previous episode I love too, like Rogue's badass moment with Captain America.
Yeah,
where she called him out for basically being a wussy about standing up for them, and he's like, my hands are tied. Well, you won't be needing this, and then she takes his shield like a boss and tosses it in the snow.
Yeah, but up on a mountain.
I wanted a post-credit scene of Captain America digging through the snow in the mountains, going, cartoon
snow. Oh, my fucking shield. Yeah.
It was awesome to see Captain America in that, actually, and that's how you know all that stuff's coming. Like, it's all coming. We just gotta wait. Whether it's good or not, that's another story.
Yeah.
Who knows? But it's all coming.
Well, at least I want to see, and I know they got a Spider-Man cartoon coming out, but the Spider-Man cartoon I want to see is a continuation of the 90s Spider-Man where he goes and gets MJ, because that left off with MJ being taken away. And
of course, you want to see that. Why wouldn't you? Of course, you want to. I want to see that. We all want to see that. But you know why? Because we just watched X-Men 97. We were like, that's fucking amazing. This is the best shit ever. And our childhood was great. New cartoons suck. Do they even have cartoons now? They all suck.
Right. Well, our kids will never experience event cartoon watching where you got to see them on Saturday morning.
Right.
So you were ready. You woke up before your parents.
That was great.
You had your bowl of cereal.
You got that bowl of cereal ready, baby.
5 in the morning cereal. You've got kung fu movies. You've got all sorts.
Yeah.
Saturday mornings was loaded with cartoons and like old, I don't know, kung
and then
fu.
every commercial, you're flipping to another channel real quick to catch a little bit of another cartoon, and then back to the other one.
Hogan's Rock and Wrestling. Like, come on, man.
It's funny you said that. I looked for that theme for you to use in the promo, and I just put another wrestling song I found. But I looked for that cartoon theme that use in your thing.
That was a great cartoon, man. That was a great cartoon.
Now, what are you gonna do when you're on the hunt now, and you got to put your Sting makeup on? How do you do that with that mustache?
Maybe creates a new character, man.
I just put the white on, and I will just make up something.
No, he's gonna do like the Batman guy. What was it from 1966? The dude that played the Joker. Remember you went?
Yeah.
Giorgio Romero, whatever his name was. I can't remember the actor's name, but he wouldn't. He wouldn't shave the mustache for nothing, and they were like, okay. Caesar Romero. I said Giorgio. Caesar Romero. Yeah, he's like, I'm not changing that. Screw you.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna have to do. I don't know. It's looking good. I don't know how long it'll last, but it's looking good for now, and we're gonna keep it.
Just put the black.
I still think you're missing an opportunity to do like a. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Katie.
I said put the black paint on it, make it stand out more.
Yeah. We'll black paint it up.
I still think he should go with a Zorro. Make his own character like a Zorro character wrestler now.
Oh.
How cool would it be? You could have a cape.
I do love capes. I don't understand why nobody wears capes anymore. Capes are
Everyone looks sexy in a cape and a top hat for some reason. It's just a good look.
Taking a break quickly. Like, got me addicted to Fortnite.
Oh my god.
I was playing Apex earlier for like 3 hours. So
nice.
I do love Spider-Man 2099. He's one of my faves, actually.
Oh, Kelly's saying no capes. Now you have to wear a cape just to spite him.
He's not saying no capes. He's saying no capes. I know what he's saying.
No capes. No capes.
No capes.
What? This guy had a cape. This guy had a cape. Look what happened to them. No capes.
It took me a second to get the reference. Until you said it in the voice, I didn't get it.
Yeah, man. No capes.
No capes.
No capes. All right, we're gonna go around the horn here, and we're gonna see what everybody's got coming up. Jim, we always start with you on Thursday. What do you got coming up, buddy? What are you digging?
I just dropped a video a little while ago. I got an AOK from Taylor of a book that he knew I was looking for, and he had it, and he said, you know, I'm going to send this to you. And he also put in some other books in his own style of humor that made me laugh because I had an incident happen, and if you guys know, you know, and he just piled on with it. So
you got a lot of
that, yeah, and then
I noticed you've got a lot of you're really digging up a lot of reprints.
Lately. Yeah, exactly.
I saw your video today. It was very good. It was very good.
And then I'm just finished. What I'm trying to do is start a series where it's going to be called "Can You Dig It?" And I'm going to use the guy from the Warriors. You know, he goes, "Can you dig it?" Anyway, this is the first set of books. I got a set at my LCS, and it's just 5 little small series, 5 with a bullseye. He's the first one I'm looking up, and yeah, so I'm gonna do like a little mini review and talk about it briefly. That's it.
You can use the little intro from the wrestling, dude. Can you dig it?
You can't see that without thinking Goonies instantly.
Hey, you guys, definitely Goonies. Definitely Goonies. Chicks dig capes. Nice.
We do.
All right. So, Katie, what's coming up for you?
Tonight, 8 p.m. Pacific and 11 p.m. Eastern, we have another Meet the Artist series with Christy Shin. Nam's channel, my channel, a bunch of channels. But yeah, go check that out. She's amazing. I love her.
Nice.
Yeah. Yes. Then tomorrow I have my regular show. I'll be on Friday.
Oh, and what's that?
Jeff Schiller will be on for The Elf with No Name.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
All right, and then coming up for me next week, we have Lorenzo from Indie Comic Review on Tuesday doing his second 10-1-1. So we'll have Marcus joining us as a special co-host that night too, because he can't have his comic book dad on and not have Marcus.
No.
That would just be rude. And then on the 16th, that Thursday, we have another 10-1-1 board game edition, this time with Mark Andrews bringing the board games.
Yeah.
Wow,
and if you guys didn't watch Milt's board game edition, that was amazing. He brought on a board game, I think, from 1929.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was. You talking about the Donald Duck one, though, right?
Yeah, but don't spoil it. Make people go watch it, Jim.
Yeah.
It's called a teaser.
That wasn't even the best, people. That wasn't even the best.
No, there was some great 70s games in there, and he had some 50s games. Right, Jim? The box art was amazing.
Yeah, and it was so funny because he'd be like, "Oh, and I got this book to go with it." So I like that. That was great.
And then Bleak, you still there?
Yes, sir.
What's coming up for you, sir? Besides church on Sunday.
What do we got? I'm actually going golfing this Saturday. I might actually do a live stream from the golf course.
Return of ball cam again?
Sure, nice. Yes, your favorite, everybody. Ball
That's
cam.
Glen's favorite is the ball cam. Nice.
So yeah, I don't really
experience the ball cam. So
I go on other people's shows. I might be on Biggie's tomorrow. I have to wake up early Saturday, so I might not. But Biggie's got his collector club. And I think I used to go on this show called Insomniac Theater, but I don't know. The guy vanished like a fart in the wind.
Hey, if you guys talk to that guy again, tell me he's got to do it on a Friday so I can actually join in.
I've asked him that before, and he persists to do it on a Tuesday.
Friday is a good time for an insomniac. It's a great time for an insomniac. Just say it.
I think he's low key blackballing me from the show. That's
he might be. He might be.
Could be.
Sounds like a thing he would do.
Yes, go check out Milt's 10-1-1 when he did board games. If you guys are watching online, such a fun episode. Such great art on those games, and Milt's just got a premier collection.
Yep.
But as always,
check out the Hunt every other Friday as well, please. And vote.
The 25th, our auction.
25th, there will be
There
a
you go.
band of Brothers auction. So that is the name of our auction. Come check it out. It'll be on my channel, and we also multicast onto Hoodats. We're gonna try K-pop's channel as well. This one coming up. So
I haven't done the multicasting thing yet. How is that?
I will only do it on a auction. It only makes sense to do it on an auction.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just cannibalizing your own stream.
Yeah.
Successfully triggered.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unless you know you're blackballing them.
I don't recommend doing it when you're just doing a stream, but if you're doing an auction, it makes sense because you want all the eyes you possibly can have, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it kind of
I was
annoys the
gonna say,
chat
it seemed
as
like
well.
it would hurt your
Well,
it would hurt your channel if you're like the station that is putting it on.
it makes no sense because we all basically have the same friend group.
Right.
So
Right.
So Naman and whoever are going to be in K-pop's channel, Ryan and I don't know whoever are going to be in my channel. Someone else, So what? We all get two views a piece. I'd rather if that's makes no
It
sense.
seems like a chat moderating nightmare to me.
It's actually
Because
super
you're-
easy. No one does it correctly.
Right. I
Yeah.
believe that. But if you're selling stuff, Gary, what are you saying? If you're selling books or whatever, you want multiple channels because
That makes sense.
you might have a subscriber that he
Makes sense.
doesn't have, and they might come on and see the stream and be like, "Oh, wait a minute."
Exactly. It just
So-
makes sense for that. For any other thing, it doesn't make sense to me. That at that point, then you just invite each other on each other's channel, right? Hey, Digger Jim, you want to come on my channel? Yeah. Hey,
Right.
Jay, you want to come on my channel? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because I've seen a lot of channels doing it, but I'm like, I don't see where that chat is, and like, it's all divided. I'm like, I don't like that.
It's because they're not properly highlighting the chat. Like if there's two people trying to talk to each other and they only highlight one comment every like 5 minutes, and then people are getting upset because their comments aren't being highlighted. Like as the host, you have to highlight all the comments.
Right.
And they're also trying to interact with each other, and they can't interact with half the people. They're like, well, I don't see that. What the fuck's going on?
Right.
Yeah. Most of the time they just get pissed off.
Yeah.
Awkwardness ensues.
Yeah.
It's just a mess.
It's just too much of a mess. Maybe it'll make sense in the future. It doesn't make sense at the moment.
It's definitely noticeable. Nice. All right, so Jim, Katie, thank you guys so much for coming on and being my co-host. I appreciate it. And of course, there's no show without a guest. Bleak, always a pleasure, dude. It's been too long. Glad to have you back on the channel, sir.
It is my
So-
pleasure, my friend. You're a good man, and congratulations on your book.
Oh, thanks. I got to start. Sorry. I got to keep writing the one I'm on, but I've had a couple other ideas hit me, and so I'm going to probably be writing 3 things at the same time.
That's not easy.
No.
I read the same way though. I like when I'm reading novels, I'm reading 4 or 5 novels at the same time.
I can't do that.
Oh, I
If
read
4 or
one.
5
Just
novels?
crush it.
Yeah, one I just do the crush method.
Yeah.
All right, I got 5 days. Let's read this 1,000 pages.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
I can do that, but I can't do 3 at the same time.
No, me neither, bro.
no, that's too much.
That's
I
too
can't even watch 3 new shows going on at the same time. I will forget whatever day and channel they are on. I'm like, I
Right.
thought I was watching this. Where is this?
That's right. So
My brain's weird, I guess.
Hey, fair
But
enough.
thank you all to the chat. We appreciate you guys being here and turning out for these guys. All their links are in the description below. Jim's, Katie's, Bleak's. Go sub them up. Go follow them. Go check out Bleak's Church with Bleeker on Sunday. Go check out Katie's Fartis feature where she is single-handedly doing the best interviews on YouTube and promoting indie comics.
Amen.
So if you're not following Katie there, you're missing out on something good.
Yeah.
And go check out Jim, the only channel where you're gonna find digging
The
And-
dirtiest channel.
and-
Oh, hey.
and history to go with it.
yeah, that's true.
History
So-
and digging.
So you get
Try.
something unique with all 3 of these people, and they all got great voices. So go follow them up,
Yeah.
please.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah. Before we head out, hang
Until-
on. One second.
what's that?
We're also
Oh.
doing a meetup at Motor City, the 17th, 18th, and 19th. If you want to come and meet Phil and myself, Saturday at Motor City on the 18th, come meet us.
There you go. It's been out there.
Been out there.
And
Yeah.
until next time, keep it
Thanks.
casual.
Bye.